At the end of Dune Part 2, the climactic duel between Paul, the protagonist, and his very literal antagonist, Fade Rotha, has a minor difference you may not have noticed from the book. If you haven't read the book, then you wouldn't notice, but it's subtle. Obviously, it's tense back and forth, and in the movie, it seems like Fade has won. He lands a body shot on Paul, but and not just a body shot. He leaves him with a dagger encased in him. I think it might even be Paul's dagger. I didn't pay too much attention to that. In any case, it looks like that's it. He's won. And as Fade approaches for the kill, there's a very close quarters moment, and it seems that Fade has pushed the knife deeper, and then the shot pulls back, or more likely it closes in to the new wound that Paul has just laid on Fade, a killing blow. Now, what is interesting about this, besides it being a raising of tension and good filmmaking? Well, it actually gets to one of the themes that's quite interesting of Dune. It's this idea of humans and animals. So in part 2, like in part 1, we see the test of the Gom Jabbar displayed. Fade, though we don't see the result, we can assume it, he survived. Fade is ordered to put his hand in the box, similar to how Paul was ordered to put the hand in the box in the scene with the Reverend Mother in part 1. Now, Fade getting tested by the Gom Jabbar isn't in the books, but it's an interesting addition in the movies. Maybe it is mentioned in later books. I've only read the first one. Now, why do I bring up the Gom Jabbar? Well, the Gom Jabbar is a test about deciding whether you're human, by determining whether you're human. How do we know that? How are humans defined? Well, an animal would gnaw out its own leg to escape a trap. A human will play dead, and a human will eliminate the threat to the race, to the human race, that laid that trap. So a human will repress that pain and find out who laid the trap. Now, Paul's actions in that final duel are very literally ones of a human. He plays dead, he plays beaten, and lets the threat walk in before delivering the killing blow. I just thought that was interesting. I don't have much more to say about the film. Well, I have plenty more to say, but just wanted to put that little tidbit out. It's another example of Denis Villeneuve, the director, showing his love for the film. I assume it was him. I know he screen wrote it with someone else, so maybe this is not solely his credit, but I'll put it this way. It's another manifestation of the themes of Dune put in such a way in film that either weren't in the book or didn't have to be in the movie. Clearly this was made with a lot of love.